You don't notice it at first. You wake up one morning and your legs feel heavier than usual, but you tell yourself, maybe I slept wrong. Then it happens again the next day and the day after that. A quiet fear begins to grow in the back of your mind, but you push it away because everyone keeps saying the same thing. You're getting older. It happens. Still, something inside you whispers that it shouldn't be this hard just to stand up. One evening, while rubbing the ache in your calves, you hear a voice in your head. Maybe your doctor, maybe an old memory saying age isn't the problem. Ignoring the signs is. You freeze a little because deep down you feel the truth of it. Someone once told you that weak legs are just part of getting older, and you believed them because it was easier than questioning it. But now, sitting there with your legs throbbing for no reason, you quietly ask yourself, what if something else is happening? And that question shakes you more than the pain ever did. Think of your legs like a house you've lived in your whole life. Strong walls, solid beams, perfectly wired circuits. For decades, everything worked effortlessly. But after 60, the electricity that carries signals from your nerves slows down. The metal beams of your muscles thin out, and the night repair crew that fixes everything shows up with fewer tools than before. It's not because the house is falling apart. It's because the supplies it needs started running low without you realizing it, and every night the damage quietly grows. Inside your body, small things start happening that no one ever warned you about. Your nerves misfire, sending weak or delayed messages to your legs. Your muscles try to rebuild while you sleep, but without enough nutrients, they repair slower and weaker. Calcium drifts into places it shouldn't be, causing tightness or cramps that wake you up at 2 a.m. And inflammation begins to rise like a silent alarm that you keep trying to ignore. Night, while stretching your foot against the cold floor, you whisper, why does this keep happening? Even your own voice sounds tired. But the answer is simpler than you think. Your body is trying to repair itself at night, but it no longer has the tools. You've been going to sleep unprepared, letting the most important hours for healing pass by unused. And no one ever told you that 3 simple bedtime vitamins could change everything. These 3 nutrients work with your body's natural nighttime repair cycle. The hours when growth hormones rise, nerves reset, and muscles rebuild. When you give your body the right support before bed, something shifts inside you. Your legs feel steadier in the morning, your balance improves, and the cramps that once jolted you awake begin to fade. The messages between your nerves and muscles grow sharper. And slowly, your confidence returns with every step you take. Research on adults over 60 shows that nighttime nutrient support can noticeably improve leg strength and reduce the risk of falls. You think about that for a moment. How many times have you grabbed the railing just to be safe? How many times have you said, I'm fine, when you weren't? Maybe it's time to stop pretending that nothing is wrong. Maybe it's time to give your body what it's been missing. Tonight, you start small. You drink a glass of water 2 hours before bed, just like you've been told. You pay attention to every twitch and tightness, noticing symptoms you used to ignore. You prepare a light snack, knowing it will help your body absorb the vitamins that are coming next. And for the first time in a long time, you feel like you're doing something that actually matters. But there's one mistake almost everyone makes: taking random multivitamins that barely absorb. You almost grab one out of habit, but something stops you. You can feel it, a quiet awareness that your body deserves more than guesswork. So you set the bottle down and wait. Because tonight, you're about to learn what your legs have been waiting for all these years. You exhale slowly, feeling a mix of relief and nervous curiosity. A part of you whispers, if this is real, maybe things can change. And as you sit there, You feel a spark of hope you haven't felt in years. Because now that you finally understand why nighttime has been your most important healing window, it's time to talk about the first bedtime vitamin, the one that reconnects your nerves to your muscles. And once you learn what it is, nothing about your nights will ever be the same. You wake up in the middle of the night, your calf twitching again, a tingling crawls up your foot, and for a moment, you pause, gripping the edge of the bed. Why does this keep happening? You whisper to yourself. You remember standing at the kitchen counter earlier, your feet dragging slightly, a stiffness that wasn't there yesterday. It's subtle, but it unsettles you, and deep down, you know something is off, but you're not sure what. You've probably heard that B12 is important, maybe even taken a multivitamin with it in the past. But most people assume B12 deficiency only happens if you eat poorly. You shake your head. I eat well, I get my protein, my vegetables, you mutter under your breath. The truth, though, is different. After 60, your stomach slowly loses the ability to extract enough B12 from food, even if you're eating steak, eggs, or fish. Your body's absorption system just doesn't work the way it used to. And that slow decline can leave your nerves struggling in silence. Imagine your nerves like the cords connecting your phone to the charger. Each wire is insulated, protected, and designed to carry signals smoothly. Without enough B12, that insulation begins to fray. Each night, when your nerves try to repair themselves, they find damaged wiring. The messages from your brain arrive weakly, and your muscles respond slowly. A simple step can feel heavy. A quick turn in bed can feel awkward. And yet, you might have convinced yourself it's just age. Inside, the effects are subtle but real. Low B12 leads to slower nerve signals, weaker muscle activation, and reduced balance. You might notice a dragging foot when you walk, a misstep on the stairs, or the occasional stumble that makes your heart race. Your legs are trying to listen to your brain, but the signals are garbled, arriving late or not at all. At night, when the body normally restores its nerve pathways, your nerves struggle. They want to heal to fire properly, but without B12, they're missing the fuel to do it. Your solution is simple, but it's what almost everyone overlooks. Taking B12 before bed, ideally in the methylcobalamin form and sublingual, under the tongue, delivers it directly into your bloodstream. No stomach breakdown, no wasted nutrients. I didn't realize timing made such a difference, you might think aloud, and yet it does. When taken at night, B12 supports the natural repair cycle of your nervous system, giving your nerves the tools to rebuild the insulation that carries signals to your legs. It's quiet, invisible work, but it matters more than you might imagine. Why does this work so well? B12 fuels the repair of myelin, the protective sheath surrounding your nerves. Think of myelin like the plastic coating around electrical wires. Without it, signals leak or misfire. With enough B12, that insulation is strengthened each night, allowing your brain and legs to communicate clearly again. Your steps feel more controlled. You notice less wobble. Even simple movements, like getting out of a chair, suddenly feel smoother. It's not magic. It's repairing what your body has been missing for years. The benefits are tangible and immediate. Faster nerve response, reduced numbness and tingling, better muscle coordination, stronger morning steps, and a lower risk of falls. Studies in older adults confirm this. Those with low B12 have more walking problems and slower reaction times. You realize now that those tiny, frustrating trips to the railing, the hesitation before taking a step, the sudden imbalance while climbing stairs, they were all signals your nerves were silently asking for help. And B12 is exactly what they need. Putting this into practice is straightforward. Take 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin under your tongue each night. Avoid caffeine close to bedtime as it can interfere with absorption. Pair it with a magnesium-rich snack. like a handful of almonds or a few bites of avocado to support muscle and nerve recovery. Small adjustments, yes, but their impact can be life-changing. And be careful, not all B12 supplements are equal. Cheap cyanocobalamin, or swallowing a large pill on a full stomach, often does little. You deserve better than guesswork. Tonight, as you prepare for bed, you place the B12 supplement next to your water. You pause, feeling a mix of skepticism and hope. Could this tiny tablet really reconnect your nerves and restore control over your legs? You take a slow breath, the faint tingling in your toes reminding you of the work your body still needs. And in that quiet moment, you sense something new, a possibility that your steps could feel confident again, that your morning could start with stability instead of hesitation. Once your nerve signals are recharged and communication between brain and legs improves, another challenge remains. Your muscles, though, need more than signals. They need fuel to rebuild fibers, to recover strength you thought was lost forever. And that's where the next vitamin comes in, one that most adults over 60 are severely deficient in. Without it, your legs may still feel heavy, sore, or slow, no matter how well your nerves are working. The question now lingers, what will give your muscles the strength to follow those reconnected signals? You wake up after a restless night, your thighs stiff, calves sore, and every step feels like wading through resistance. You shake your head and mutter, I must need more exercise. That's the problem. But deep down, you sense it isn't just your muscles. Something else is missing. Something invisible, powerful, and quietly sabotaging your recovery while you sleep. Tonight, it's time to uncover the missing piece. Vitamin D3, the muscle repair supervisor that most adults over 60 overlook. You've been told over and over that weak legs mean you just need to move more. Walk a little extra, stretch a little longer, friends and family suggest. But despite your efforts, your legs still feel sluggish and sore. And it's not laziness. Research now shows that low vitamin D3 is a silent culprit in age-related muscle weakness. Without it, your muscles cannot repair micro tears, grow new fibers, or withstand the strain of daily activity. It's not lack of effort. It's lack of the right building permissions. Think of vitamin D3 as a construction manager for your muscles. The manager doesn't do the work, your muscles do. But without permission, no repair crews show up. When D3 levels are low, your muscles try to rebuild, but the workers stand idly by. Tiny tears from your day remain unrepaired, inflammation rises, and overnight aches flare up. Those restless nights with burning calves or stiff thighs, that's your body begging for the manager it's missing. Inside your body, the repair process is actually remarkable when given the right tools. Growth hormone, the body's natural repair hormone, surges during deep sleep. Your muscles would normally use that time to restore fibers, strengthen connections, and reduce inflammation. But without D3, the doors to muscle protein synthesis remain closed. Imagine trying to run a factory with no supervisor. The machines hum, but nothing gets assembled. Your legs feel it. Your balance feels it, and each morning you wake with a subtle, frustrating heaviness. The solution is simple but often overlooked. Taking 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 before bed, paired with a small amount of healthy fat like avocado, almond butter, or warm milk, ensures your muscles have the go-ahead to repair overnight. A small morning sunlight boost of 5 to 10 minutes adds extra support, but the real magic happens at night, aligned with your body's repair rhythm. You can also add short daily leg stretches, gentle, intentional movement that signal your muscles to get ready for D3's effect. I never realized timing mattered this much, you whisper, placing your supplement on the nightstand. Why does it work so well? Because D3 directly opens the door for muscle protein synthesis while your growth hormone peaks. Your muscles finally receive the instructions to repair micro tears, reduce inflammation, and rebuild fiber strength. It's like having a foreman arrive exactly when the night shift starts, giving workers the keys and blueprints to fix what's broken. Within weeks, you notice subtle differences, less soreness, quicker morning steps, and steadier balance as you walk across the room. The benefits are clear and measurable. Faster muscle repair, less nighttime soreness, improved walking speed, better balance, and reduced inflammation. Studies show that older adults with healthy D3 levels have greater leg strength and a lower risk of falls. You recall those evenings when climbing stairs felt like a challenge, or when your legs ached simply from standing. Now you understand it wasn't just your activity level, your muscles were missing the permission slip to heal. Putting this into action is straightforward. Take D3 at night, never in the morning when it doesn't align with your repair cycle. Pair it with a bit of healthy fat to maximize absorption. Add gentle leg stretches, even while watching TV, and soak up brief morning sunlight to keep levels steady. But be careful, D3 alone isn't enough. Taking it without vitamin K2 can send calcium to the wrong places, leading to stiffness and missed repair opportunities. Tonight, as you prepare for bed, you feel a flicker of hope. You place your D3 supplement next to the B12 from the previous chapter, realizing how the pieces are starting to connect. Your nerves can finally communicate, and your muscles now have the green light to rebuild. Yet one question lingers. Even with strong nerves and a supervising vitamin, what ensures that calcium, the foundation of muscle and bone health, actually goes where it belongs? The answer awaits in the final vitamin, the one your body desperately needs to complete the overnight repair process. Because D3 rebuilds your muscles, but only if calcium goes to the right place. And that's where the final vitamin becomes non-negotiable. You've been following along, nerves repaired, muscles rebuilding, yet something still feels off. Your knees creak when you stand. Your calves tighten after a short walk, and a subtle stiffness lingers in your hips. Why can't I feel fully strong? You wonder aloud, pressing your hands to your thighs. The answer lies in a vitamin almost no senior talks about, one that might be the most powerful of all. Vitamin K2. Tonight, it becomes clear why nerves and muscles aren't enough. Without K2, calcium can't reach the places it truly belongs. Most people think calcium alone strengthens bones. You might have nodded in agreement for decades, loading up on dairy, supplements, and fortified foods. But here's the secret no one mentions. Calcium is only helpful when K2 is present. Without it, calcium can wander into soft tissues, arteries, and joints, leaving your muscles stiff, knees weak, and arteries hardened. So all this calcium I've been taking, it might have been going to the wrong places? You ask yourself, eyes widening at the thought. It's unsettling, but also a relief. Now you know the missing piece. Think of K2 like a GPS for calcium. Every night, as your bones and muscles attempt to regenerate, K2 guides calcium exactly where it should go, into bones and away from arteries and joints. Without K2, calcium can settle in the wrong spots, causing tight calves, achy knees, and slow recovery. Imagine a delivery truck dropping packages at the wrong address every night. Eventually, the system breaks down. K2 ensures every nutrient ends up where it belongs, letting your body repair efficiently while you sleep. Inside your body, this process is crucial. Low K2 levels mean bones can't lock in calcium, muscles can't access energy effectively, and joints remain stiff. Your leg endurance suffers, balance wobbles, and even simple steps feel heavier. But with K2 MK7 taken before bed, your body can activate osteocalcin, the protein that locks calcium into your bones and fuels muscles for energy. Suddenly, that stiff knee, the tight calves, the fatigue when climbing stairs, they all start to respond, as if your body had been waiting for this signal all along. Adding K2 into your nighttime routine is simple. Take 90 to 180 mcg of K2 MK7 with you. D3, ensuring the two work as partners to guide calcium correctly. Include fermented foods like natto, aged cheeses, or certain meats weekly to naturally support your intake. Gentle evening leg mobility, stretching calves, quads, and hamstring primes your muscles and bones for absorption while you sleep. I didn't realize timing and combination mattered so much. You whisper, placing the K2 next to your other supplements. Tonight, everything feels intentional, a small, deliberate step toward reclaiming strength. The benefits are remarkable and measurable. Stronger knees and hips, less stiffness, improved leg endurance, better calcium absorption, and enhanced bone density are all possible when K2 works in sync with D3 and B12. Studies confirm it. Seniors taking K2 experience improved leg strength and reduced artery stiffness. You recall the mornings when your knees complained or when your calves refused to stretch fully and realize that these moments were not inevitable. They were a sign that K2 had been missing from the equation. Mistakes are easy to make. Taking D3 without K2 can inadvertently send calcium to the wrong places. Choosing K1 instead of MK7, the long-lasting form, reduces absorption and effectiveness, but tonight you feel equipped. You finally understand that these three vitamins, B12, D3, and K2 are not just supplements. They are the tools your body has been silently asking for, working together while you sleep to restore balance, strength, and endurance in your legs. As you place your supplements on the nightstand, a sense of clarity washes over you. You've learned how to reconnect your nerves, rebuild muscle fibers, and guide calcium to the right places. Yet one question remains. Knowing the role of each vitamin is one thing, but how do you use them together for maximum effect? How do you structure your nighttime routine to ensure every repair mechanism is firing at once? The answer lies in the final chapter, where we bring it all together for complete nightly leg restoration. You've come a long way on this journey, learning how your body actually works while you sleep. Think back to the first night you felt your calves twitch or your knees stiffen, the frustration, the worry, the subtle fear creeping in. Now, you understand that it wasn't just getting older. It was a signal that your legs were missing the nutrients they need to repair, rebuild, and restore strength. B12 reconnects your nerves, D3 tells your muscles to rebuild, and K2 guides calcium to the right place. Each plays a crucial role, like musicians in an orchestra. And when they work together, your legs perform in harmony. Here's the core message you must remember. Your legs aren't weakening simply because of age. They are waiting quietly, patiently, for the right tools to do their nightly repair. With these nutrients, the silent damage of years can be repaired. Imagine waking each morning with stronger steps, firmer balance, and the freedom to move without hesitation. It isn't fantasy. It's your body finally getting what it needs. And tonight, you can start giving it exactly that. Putting this into practice is simpler than you think. Take B12, D3, and K2 together about 30 minutes before bed. Allow your body to absorb them, while it naturally releases growth and repair hormones. Add a light stretching routine or a quick 3-minute leg activation sequence. Just enough to signal your muscles that repair time has begun. Prioritize a nutrient-rich dinner with magnesium and protein, fueling the repair cycle with what your muscles and nerves crave. These small steps create a powerful, cumulative effect night after night. Think of this routine as an investment in your independence, mobility, and confidence. Each tablet, each stretch, each thoughtful meal is a deposit towards stronger knees, energized calves, and steady hips. The return isn't money, it's freedom, the ability to climb stairs without dread. Walk across the room without fear, and feel in control of your body again. I can do this, you whisper to yourself, imagining the morning's win. You'll wake lighter, steadier, and stronger than you have in years. Your challenge is simple but meaningful. Try this nighttime routine for 14 days and truly notice the difference in your morning strength. Pay attention to how your legs feel as you step out of bed, how your balance responds when you walk across the kitchen, and how your calves and thighs respond to gentle movement. Keep a mental note or a small journal of improvements, however subtle. These victories may seem small at first, but they signal that your body is rebuilding, one night at a time. Never forget, your body is not too old to rebuild. It just needs the right tools, the right timing, and a little consistency. B12, D3, and K2 are not magic pills. They are the missing instructions your body has been asking for. They empower your muscles, nerves, and bones to work in concert while you sleep, restoring strength and confidence. Every night you follow this blueprint. You're reclaiming control over your legs, your mobility, and your life. Of course, always consult your doctor before starting any supplement. Each body is different, and personal guidance ensures safety and optimal results. Listen to your body, watch for changes, and celebrate progress. This is not about chasing perfection. It's about giving your legs the care and support they deserve. Now that you have your complete nightly blueprint, it's time to take action. Like this video if it helped you understand your body. Subscribe for more practical guidance after 60 and share it with someone who deserves stronger legs too. Imagine the ripple effect. One simple routine, one night at a time, helping people reclaim strength, balance, and independence. You've learned the science, the steps, and the secrets. Now it's your turn to put them into practice. Your legs are ready. Are you?